with great pleasure that I present to you Miss Alison Sanchez Ramirez, with my mentee this session. And she came to the program with a very clear idea of what she wanted to do. She's been thinking about building this game, and she'll tell you more about the game from, I think, in 5th or 3rd grade or something like that. And so she knew what she wanted to do. She has a very logical mind. She's very artistic, and she put those two skills together to build a really wonderful game. She's put in a lot of hours. She's very hardworking. And you'll see all of that. And I'm looking forward to seeing where she takes herself in her career and all the successes she had. But I want to mention one particularly important thing about her. She had amazing soft skills. She was never late to any of our meetings. Every time I came, she was there. And I think thanks to her parents for making sure that she did that and give the value that she needed to the program. So thank you very much. With that, I'll let Aly take over.
Hello, my name is Aly S-G, and I am 6th grader from GMS Palo Alto, and I will be presenting my magic game. So, my mentor is Ira Kamenek, and she currently works at Rarely, a sister company of Google. Before working at Rarely, she worked for Google for 14 years after moving to Rarely in December 2021. My mentor was born in India and came to the United States to do a PhD, and Ira loves color. So my project is Creatures, which named Creatures. It is a game in Scratch, and I wanted to develop a pixel game since I was a 5th grader, and I always been making ideas for this future project, such as like art and stuff. My game has students, cadet, and creatures, and the creatures are the bad characters. It is set in a school where creatures enter the school and hide and attack students that are there. So your goal in the game is try to have Amaya, the main student, to escape without getting caught by the creatures. So the game also has like a storyline as well. Amaya started another day at school, and Amaya wanted to talk to some friends. And most kids are quiet and became scared because of the creatures in the room in the game. Amaya goes to her classroom, only to find out that something was hidden there. Creatures had entered the school and attacked her in the class. And then now Amaya is trying to escape to find a safe place. So here's a view of my game. And basically here, this is Amaya's code. And right here is like where she can walk, and like these are other parts of like positioning and costumes animation. And so here's a code example of a character. So the character is a creature, and what is going on in this code is that whenever it goes to this background, specifically, it goes from this X and Y position and sets its original sign in its original costume. Then it will show itself, and then it will show itself and will be gliding to Amaya for 1.6 seconds repeatedly with a forever code, meaning that it will be forever gliding to Amaya. So my magical experience. First, my highlights are making the project that I wanted to do, and I love the way how it turned out. Also, the time of developing my characters, coding, and talking to my mentor were fun parts of my magical experience. Also, I also drew the characters and backgrounds by hand. Thanks to magic, I know my coding better than before, and I also learned new things like transitioning, for example, like fade in and fade out, which I will be talking a little bit later. So here's some challenges, bugs. So like there was like costumes that were not working at all. The sprite positioning, they were never like in place. And the moving background, which it makes it like the background move, but it was later removed issues. So figuring out how to do text speech using blocks was difficult. But the more I had learned about this code, the more I understood how to make it work. So also the time. I always had to work on my game on Fridays or Saturdays because of schoolwork, because it's actually like using my phone, for example. I learned a lot of stuff in this my magical experiments, such as designing sprites, costumes, using costumes to animate, how to make a background move, animation like transitioning thing I would read in, which is what I talk about later, how to move using arrow keys, and also WASD, which is a speed counting one, and how to write functions. So I also learned more stuff like commenting, positioning, sprites, range of motion, broadcast, and conditionals, making a sprite, make a sprite follow another sprite, and how to create. Here's my demo.
Now that she's escaped, we'll stop the demo. Yeah.
Will be, I can show my demo in the next week.
In the interest of time.
Okay.
We have time for one question, either from the in-person audience or the Zoom audience. Does anybody have a question for?
What was your favorite part of making your project?
Oh, I like to draw the characters a lot, so like, and like I love to develop characters, so that was my favorite part.
Thank you.
Thank you.